Let's log into your Lavawall console. The address that you use to access Lavawall console depends on your location as well as your company. You'll also notice differences depending on where you're logged in. For example, in Canada and right now in the United States, the consent boxes are pre-checked for you. We encourage you to read these details. However, you don't have to check them every time you log in. In the European Union, by contrast, you have to check these boxes when you log in to consent to the cookies and the privacy policy that are associated with your account. One thing you might also notice when you're logging in is that the email box is filled with a loading security checkbox that prevents you from logging in immediately. When you're logging in initially, we're doing some checks on your IP address and some other things on your computer to see how high of a risk is associated with your account. Similarly, after you enter your email address, we're checking to see if you've ever logged in before. If you've never logged in on this computer before, you'll immediately get an email sent to that email address. And that email includes a one-time link and a one-time code. So we can copy that code from that email into a new field that was just added that says extra security code. So you can paste that in there. Now, once you've logged in once on this computer, you probably won't have to enter that again unless your IP address is associated with one that has a lot of malicious activity or a lot of connections. So if you have, say, 100 people in your office that are all working on the same Lavawall console, you might be prompted to use that a little bit more because it might be confusing it for a denial of service attack. So let's enter your password. And then the multi-factor code, which if you're using an email or SMS, you receive that by email. If you're using something like Google Authenticator or LastPass Authenticator, then you can enter the code that's on there. And then click Sign In. And that calculating box you just saw right there is the web page actually doing a little bit of the encryption on your computer first. So we don't actually send your password even through the TLS 1.2 encryption. We actually do some one-way hashes first on your computer before they're sent to our servers for additional hashing and authentication.